Welcome to P3 Radio.
The monkey only dances as good as the guy grinding the organ handle.
Brother.
I fly, bro. That is never stopping.
Truck goes to the white.
Cool story, bro.
Footy pajamas.
Hey, genius. It's 2 p.m. Central.
PG3 Radio.
Here's your host, Josh Riley.
Get him off pig, Freddy. Get him off pig.
Richard Mullican.
And as I put you down, my pants ripped.
It's showtime! It's showtime! It's showtime!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of P3 Radio. I'm Richard Mulligan, joined by my co-host, the man that said, beep, beep, who's got the keys to the Jeep? The Mr. 1983 Dixie Youth Grand Champion and best friend Josh Bradley. Say hey, Josh.
Well, give me some of that toot-toot. Let me get that beep-beep. Running our hands through my phone. Bouncing on 20. How you doing, Richard Lee?
It's not the same song.
Well, I thought it was. It's all the same shit.
Missy Elliott, the beep, beep, who's got the keys to the Jeep?
Oh,
Yeah.
Wrong R&B singer.
Yeah.
Either way, he's
Missed
in
it.
jail now.
Who?
R.
Missy
Kelly.
R. Kelly is? Did he go to jail?
He's been in jail.
I didn't know if he finally got convicted and everything.
Oh, yeah, he was bitching they wouldn't give him Snicker bars. Like,
I'm trying to have a relationship with my kids, and I can't do it.
well, damn, I just got the wrong song. It worked, though. How you doing, man? Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, we are recording this on Mother's Day today, and we're doing it actually earlier than we've done a show in a while. Like by at least 2 hours, right?
And they would have never known that through the magic of audio.
Well, but we're doing that because we got mothers, and
We're fuckers.
We're gonna go see our mothers later today. So
We are. I still have to go and get some stuff for the other mother in my life, my wife.
oh yeah,
But we already got our mothers, her mom and my mom, some stuff, and we're gonna go over there and dish it out, man. Securing the spot on the wheel.
motherfucker.
You're not getting the fucking house.
Well, I
Short
said,
and long stocks are going to someone else.
you know, the price of wood, man. Y'all got that deck built,
I'm telling you.
and that gym that I built last year at the best time.
Yeah, like we could. I wish I could sell my fucking back porch right now
Just sell it off.
and get the money for what
We'll
'cause
buy it later.
you get. Like 6 times the price.
Yeah, I don't know why is that? What's going on with the wood prices? Why is it so high?
Well, it's everything, Richard Lee. It's everything. And from what I understand, it was because of the lack of making or producing anything for those 3 months or whatever it was that most of the U.S. and everywhere else apparently wasn't doing anything. Nobody was working. The government was just giving us money to stay home. And it still didn't fucking work. COVID was still running rampant like Hulkamania in the 80s, brother. I mean, it was fucking crazy. But they're saying that all of this there's even a used car shortage now. Do you know what I mean? Because
oh yeah,
they,
God, yeah.
they
I've
didn't,
been looking.
They didn't produce enough cars for the year to, this year. Last year, because that's when everybody was off. At least this is what I'm told.
Yeah.
And then now that's making the market fucked up for all cars, not just newer cars.
I have seen some cars that I wanted to buy, and I'm like, good Lord, I ain't paying that for it.
Yeah,
And it's just because of the supply and demand.
Yeah,
Like,
a car that was probably like $9,500, or at least in my lookings or whatever.
Yeah.
Like a 03, 04 Mustang Mach 1. $9,500, $10,000 at the most car last year at this time. Now, $15,000.
Wow.
I mean, and that's the case for every fucking kind of automobile.
So what you're saying is, if you want to build a deck or buy a car right now, you're floating in some money.
Oh, you better have won the goddamn lottery if you're going to build a deck or a gym for that matter.
I see what you're doing. I saw the light bulb go off.
Which
I
makes
saw the
me
light bulb
want to
go off.
question you.
So here's the deal.
I want to question you.
Josh got a new car.
I did.
So
I knew a guy.
Yeah, you just floating it. You can't hide money, ladies and gentlemen. And then he came over here. He's like, man, I have got like at least 4 times that in my bank account right now.
No.
To fix that car up I could buy and sell that car 4 times.
I did not say it like that.
You kind of implied it.
I said I had a little more than what I paid for it.
Hey, that's wealthy, man.
I gave a extremely good price for it. I mean, it was literal. I had to drive into. I mean, you ain't seen country like I've had to drive into to get this. I mean, not where you went to church country. Dude, I drove 9 miles down the same fucking road.
Brother Jerry, get back on that bike and pedal it so we can get some electricity in this congregation out here.
But I had to drive 9 fucking miles down this same country ass road just to get to this dude's house. Wow. He had chickens and shit walking in the front yard, just free.
So what you're telling me is you took advantage of a simpleton?
No,
I'll give you $45 for it. I don't think that's enough, but all right.
Said simpleton knew how to post it on Facebook Marketplace, so he wasn't that behind. And I'm talking about no cell service, nothing. I don't even know how the goddamn GPS was working.
He's just out there sharpening a hatchet when I showed up.
Had to call the police. Had to drive 5 miles up the road to get to him, to the phone.
Oh,
It'd be like funny if they still had payphones and shit. But
isn't it odd when you find a payphone out in the wild and you're like, holy shit?
I only find the shell though. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They've
like
already
the
taken the
spot
phone
where it used
and all
to be.
that, but they still have that up. There's a shell of an old payphone at a barbecue joint I go to every day at work. Please don't tell my work I do that. But
well, I think you just did it.
Hopefully they're not listening. But I go there on my lunchtime, so don't.
This asshole fuck these words up, man. I mean, he's got words that he don't even need.
Anyways, but yeah, talking about home gyms, man.
It's not actually in the home.
It's on your property.
It's on my property.
It's on your estate.
An estate. Listen to you.
I fucking you told me, and did we talk about this on the air last week? But I don't know either. But
I haven't heard it yet.
You built your fucking for what now in today's prices is probably $15,000 gym less than a year ago, and I had to potentially get murdered up under your house to run internet, and all that shit to it, and
it worked.
It did.
It did.
And now you're going to the fucking gym down the street.
I'm going to both of them.
Dual gymmer.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, because they have a few more cardio machines and they have weights at the gym. The only thing I have in my gym is like a couple cardio machines. So
that's not what you told me the reason.
Well, that too, and I don't trust my elliptical machine to hold me.
You told me that you felt like that if you paid someone
that too, if I paid
to
for
go
it,
to
I'd
the
probably
gym,
go.
You would more than likely go besides stumbling into your backyard or through the backyard,
stumbling.
rather.
I'm not gonna work out
at fucking 4 a.m. every day.
Yeah.
So you paid all that money. You got we'll just say $15,000.
That's not that much.
Nowadays it is.
It would be now. We didn't build it. We're gonna. Well, if we're going to say that, then yeah, you could probably say the same thing about the house. We didn't pay what this house is worth for it.
Yeah, you're living in $1 million estate
It's
right now.
not $1 million house.
In today's prices, it is.
Today's prices, it'd be about $150.
No,
yes.
That's not how it's working.
Yes.
Today. You're being so modest. If you throw in your gardener and butler, easily $1 million estate. Like, they come with the house. I actually have deeds to them.
That was like the other day. I was like, hey, I got this ice machine. I know the last time I was at your house, you didn't have ice. And I brought ice. This has been like 3-4 years ago. Go back and listen to some of the early shows, episode 3, 4, 5.
And your amazement of me not having ice in the house.
What do you do? I just put the drinks in the fridge. And then I remember I brought the bag, like a big bag of ice over. And like the next week, I was like, hey, I'm going to get some of that ice. You ain't. It's gone. We used it. I was like, damn.
Oh, we ain't used to having these luxuries.
So I was like, yesterday, I was like, hey, I've got this countertop ice maker that I'd bought not even a year ago.
Soft ice, people.
It's got softer ice.
Soft ice.
It's softer. But I've got it, and it wasn't making enough ice. Like, we were running out between me and my wife and my kid. So I bought another one that does more ice, and you don't have to refill it every day. You can just get one of those big water jugs and set on top.
Uh-huh.
So I got that down, and it does cold water too.
Big time.
So I was like, "Hey, Josh, do you want this ice machine?" He's like, "No, man, I ain't got the counter space for it."
I don't.
I was like, "I already got another fridge. I'm highfalutin over here. I got a new car."
No, I said, I'm a big dog now. I can choose between crushed or regular.
Yeah. Well,
No.
what was it? I said, you have ice over there still. You don't have ice
You
over there
said,
still.
do you still not have ice over there? And I said, well, ever since they captured Javier, they've pretty much left me alone. It took you a minute to reply back. You were like, no, ice cubes.
Like, yeah, the cold stuff. I went on a rant yesterday. Not a rant, but a...
Boy, did everybody. Did you do it on Facebook?
Yeah. Isn't it great?
Waka, waka, waka.
Isn't it great when somebody airs their dirty laundry on Facebook?
Oh, my God, and they do it for hours on end.
Like,
it's just like watching a movie.
And when Josh got up here this morning, I was like, "Hey, did you see this thing with the mutual friend?"
He
was
didn't
like,
even
"Oh
have
my
to tell
God."
me. He didn't even have to tell me any names. No names. It
I
was
said,
just,
"I saw this thing yesterday," and he's like, "I saw it too." Like
Already
we knew.
knew.
And then we read it together a little bit before we got on the air.
And what was fun about it was there was more shit added that we didn't even see yesterday. This
It's like it just kept going.
yeah.
It was the
I
gift that
said
kept giving.
these people, at least one of them, had to have been like fall down ass drunk. And this person posted shit for like 9 fucking hours.
Yeah.
I said, when I am that drunk where I'm misspelling shit and just typing random stuff, I'm usually passed out within like 2 hours. This motherfucker just kept on going like the Energizer drunk bunny.
It's like vodka and Red Bull was the drink of choice for this person.
God.
Let me tell you another thing about you.
Might even took a pill or two.
But I went on a positive rampage yesterday.
I seen all that.
You saw it?
You were a fucking madman.
I know some of those jokes probably exist somewhere, but that was just
In
all
some form.
In some form, but that was just all off the cuff things that I was thinking of. Like, it takes a lot of time to make orange juice. You really have to concentrate. Just stupid shit that made me laugh.
The one that I liked was I had a disagreement with a space heater. I really lost my cool.
Yeah. What was it? If you catch tuna for a living, are you caught up in some fishy business? It's just stupid jokes. But people were like, some people were getting hot. That just goes to show you that some people get hot over any fucking thing.
The lawman, he was like heckling you under every joke.
Like, there was one joke.
He was like, he said a lot of different things. He was like, as a 5-year-old commandeered your phone,
right?
Like blah blah blah, which was hilarious to see what he was going to say after every one of your jokes.
What was the one thing I said? Something about like I was shocked when I found out it was an electric fence.
Yeah.
And somebody said this was an actual good one. Like you made a good joke here.
Yeah.
And he's like, don't encourage this type of behavior. And she didn't know him. She didn't know Lance, so she was like, encourage what, dude? Like a joke? Come on, get over yourself or something like that.
Oh, she must have deleted that. I didn't see that comment.
She did, because I was like, hey, he knows me. He knows I'm better than this. I was trying to find it, but
it was good stuff.
But yeah, I just thought, hey, why not be somewhat positive for the
An
day?
old Goblay, he chimed in, is Mint Mobile having a dad joke promotion?
And my reply?
You're losing money
every day that you're not with Mint Mobile. And I saw McCaskill like that, so I guess McCaskill's been listening to the show a little bit.
Mint Mobile, baby.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got ads.
Yeah, I mean...
A lot of ads.
It doesn't have
but
a lot of
it's damn near free.
So, my wife...
That should be their campaign slogan for advertising. It's damn near free.
Just give up 35 minutes of your day to these ads. Oh man, they're gonna start putting watermarks on your personal pictures in your phone. You'll go to click on a picture. This picture was brought to you by Tide. Tide, the #1 cleaning by Mint Mobile. It's like, what?
And Ryan Reynolds pops up. I'm gonna tell you something. When I'm doing the laundry, which is a rare occasion, but when I'm doing laundry, I use Tide. Brought to you by Mint Mobile.
Right. Oh man, but I learned some things about phones this week because since we switched, when I first switched, I was like, man, my phone's kind of sucky. It's not making calls right and everything. So I went and bought a cheapo phone and it worked perfectly. Well, in the past couple weeks, my wife has had problems like getting phone reception here. Mm-hmm. And we're like, what the hell? We bought
this giant ass roof on this house.
Well, I guess it might be the roof, but I have Wi-Fi calling. You know what Wi-Fi calling is, right? You can switch it on and it uses your Wi-Fi signal to let you call and text. Well, she had Wi-Fi calling, but when we went to it, it was grayed out. Like you couldn't turn it on. So come to find out, the phone was an unlocked phone, but it was an AT&T product. So it was unlocked by AT&T, but it still had like the AT&T image on it.
Yeah.
So I was trying to flash the phone like so I could get the stock image on it.
Dear God.
It did not work. So we ended up buying her a phone, and now she's got great service. But yeah, if you're bringing your own phone,
did you buy it from a reputable store?
No, eBay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it Mint Mobile?
No, it's AT&T phone.
So why are you the only one on Mint Mobile?
We all are on Mint Mobile now. One of us. I
just asked you, was it a Mint Mobile phone? And you said,
no, it's an AT&T phone.
But you just fucked it with it to make it.
Yes. Yeah. You just basically put that little SIM card in there.
Yeah.
So it's as easy as can be, Josh. You got to sign up. One of us. One of us.
I don't know, man. I kind of like true unlimited data.
This is true unlimited data.
You just got to watch some videos.
No, it actually isn't that bad. It's not. It's they use T-Mobile's towers, so there is some reception problems like within our city limits at some points. Yeah. But AT&T has the same problems. So
yeah, my mom, she's with T-Mobile, and it's okay.
Yeah, I mean for the price. I mean, let's be honest. All that thing is now is just a email checker and a text messenger.
Pretty much.
Like how many phone calls do you make in a day?
I can't say that I make one phone call a week.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like anybody that I communicate with at work or anything, it's done through either email or text message. You know?
Yeah. So I don't know, man. We've switched a lot of things over this year. We went to YouTube TV from regular cable. We went to a new phone carrier. And you would think we're making these moves because we're broke, Like, we're not broke right now. Like, we're making the best money.
Believe me, that's never going to be uttered from your mouth.
Yeah, no, it could be. But, like...
I'm fucking broke. I literally have $250,000 in the bank. I'm fucking sweating right now.
Like, I told some people, I was like, I felt guilty getting stimulus money. You know what I mean? Like, we worked the entire time. We were off during this thing, and it was like, our bank accounts got hit with stimulus, and we're like, we got more money in the bank than we've had in, like, the whole time we've ever been married.
And to be fair, when y'all got your stimulus check, it's probably like the same amount that you give your daughter for the tooth fairy money, but,
Just put it under her pillow.
Yeah. Here you go, darling. It's a little thicker than last time. I got a little raised.
I was going to wipe my ass with it, but I just figured you'd probably want this.
I was going to go buy some, Twinkies and shit, but, here you go.
I tell you what, though, I think that having some extra income and added in with the fact that gyms were closed and everything was closed, you couldn't go nowhere.
Yeah.
Having a little extra money in my account, yeah, it was spent on Twinkies and shit. That's like, you know what I mean? Like, yes. Like Nate Bargatze's a hilarious comic, and he was talking about he has this Netflix special, and it was one of the first ones back from the pandemic. And he goes, if you like to gain weight, boy, 2020 was your time, man. it was your time to do that. You could shine doing that.
Definitely.
And I'm slowly losing weight. I'm down 15 pounds now from where I started.
Like you lost 15 pounds originally?
No, now. Like right now, I'm down 15 from where I started. Like, however, when we first were going to start, I lost some weight and then I gained it back. So we went on a trip.
So you're back to circle one.
I'm circle one, yeah. Back to 15 pounds down.
Well, so. I'm a complete mess. I don't even know how much I weigh anymore. I've just been eating whatever.
Kale
like a fucking
chips.
Pac-Man.
Kale chips and beer. Now I got a taste for all this healthy-ass food.
No.
Eating that and I noticed you didn't bring the healthy stuff over.
Well,
do you-
this is
you're
a
drinking a Red Bull.
zero sugar Red Bull.
Yeah.
So there's no nastiness in it, but
Just your heart.
just caffeine.
Yeah, just your heart might pop. But
They
no
say-
Bud Ice
they say
this
that-
early.
Well, no, we gotta go see all kinds of mothers today. Can't be drunk. Like I said, I'm trying to stay in the wheel.
You know what? You got some pretty damn good looking legs there, ma'am. It's like
I'm your
Josh-
mother-in-law.
Yeah. I'm just saying. I'd smash.
My wife's like, "Come on, goddamn, we gotta leave now."
Does she ever give you that?
And
We
she's
gotta
all-
leave now.
No. I don't ever get out of control. You know, I know my place and time. You know, I try to be respectful in anybody else's establishment. You know what I mean?
Right.
Unless I'm blackout drunk, then I'm a total wreck.
And it's brother. Here's some vomit, and I'm gonna fall straight down in my alley, like a tower that might have fell.
That wasn't an alley. It wasn't an alley. It was a gutter.
Should have left you in the gutter. So instead, I ripped my pants.
Yeah. Even my mom went, "Leave his ass out there."
I don't want you hurting your back getting him in there.
God. Yep. I was pretty much an immobile pile of shit that night.
Now you're just a pile of shit that gets around.
Now I'm just an old chunk of coal, Richard. I told you that. Oh my God.
Joshua, wake up. Get up, Joshua.
Well, we tried.
Still one of my favorites. Your mom looked at me and she was like, "Yeah, we tried. Couldn't get him up."
You don't come in the house? Damn, it's cold out here.
Pink belly him a little bit more, baby. Wake up. Pink belly. I was beating the shit out of you, man.
I felt it the next day.
Why does it feel like somebody was...
Did we have an automobile accident? I'm pretty sure I wasn't seatbelted. No. I had to beat you up.
I was trying the redneck slap on the back of your neck to wake you up.
It is that man's responsibility. He must wake that man up.
Trying to sleeper hold. Maybe the double sleeper hold will make him wake up.
I'll put him to sleep.
Cut
and
all
then try
these,
to wake him up
cut
again.
all these toxins off to his brain. He'll wake up
like a snake bite.
Yeah. What's going on? I'm passing out.
We got to compress his neck. It's going to his brain.
Oh, man. Well, something that can go to your chest,
Over your brain.
over your brain,
To your chest.
through the woods, to grandmother's house you go. Is a shirt from Pre-3 Radio?
Pre-3 Radio.
It's a shirt from P3 Radio. And Josh, where do they go to get that?
Well, they go to tinyurl.com/tinyurl. Man, I am not at the least buzzed up today, and it shows. Let me tell you something. But it will also show t-shirts if you go to tinyurl.com/P3 Radio Tees, man. We got the cover art t-shirt, the ECW like t-shirt, man, Freddy's Front Yard Slaughterhouse, and so much more. And the way you can do that, tinyurl.com/P3 Radio Tees. My God, that was awful.
Yeah. Those Red Bulls got your brain going faster than your mouth.
I guess.
tinyurl.com/P3 Radio Tees, the home of P3 Radio Tees.
She saying lick me?
Hit me. The words are up on the screen. Like literally.
The road all squiggly lined though.
This is Get Your Freak On by Missy Elliott.
Mississippi putting it down. I'm the hottest round. I told y'all mother, y'all can't stop me now. Listen to me now. I'm lasting 20 rounds. And if you want me, then come on get me now. Is you with me now? Then biggie bounce.
It's a good song. I like it. This used to come on at the gym. I'm like, hell yeah, I can do one more rep.
Getting your freak on.
We didn't have a song to come back to.
She says that a lot in this song.
People you don't know, me and Timberland been high since 20 years ago. What the dealio? Now what the drillio?
Wow, it's thundering and it's sunny here. Like, it
That's
went
not good. I'm not a weatherman, but I think I've heard something about that. That's not good at all.
Might be time to get you some pro shingles.
I seen that. I guess it's the next week taping of Memphis or Championship Wrestling for Memphis. They are going to have a VIP meet and greet with one and only Dave Brown, and on the graphic, there is a pro shingle advertisement right up under it.
Right.
It's like, if you're going to advertise this, I'm going to need you to put that fucking logo up under the picture. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Starr.
Yeah. Pro shingle.
Don't get mad at us, Dustin. We're just fucking around.
One other thing we need to bring up too, Josh. We'll do it like this. We got to thank the people over at Manscaped for sending us care packages. You'll get yours soon, I think.
Eventually,
but I've got mine. Came with another lawnmower 4.0.
Well, thank God we're going to be getting. I'll be getting mine eventually.
Summer's coming, Like, got to cut off the winter coat.
I literally almost got dreadlocks of ball hair right now from that winter. I haven't shedded my winter coat yet.
Yeah. So that'll be coming.
Hopefully, I have some of that ball deodorant in there too.
They've had ball cologne on this
because
one.
summertime's coming.
Spray it on your balls.
I don't know, man.
Go with the recommended application area if you get a 4.0.
The point of spray.
Yeah. Don't just go willy nilly spraying your balls with that thing. So
please don't. But summertime's coming up. You don't need no stinky balls for that lady to be caressing. She deserves some nice smelling balls to be rolling around. And what better way to do it than Manscaped's ball deodorant?
Mother's Day's right now. Father's Day's around the corner. This could be a good Father's Day gift, Happy Father's Day. Go shave your nuts.
I wish I would give Ray J a Manscaped care package. What the fuck am I going to do with this shit? He probably got like a comb that he uses or something.
It's not a ringing endorsement, but Manscaped, if you're wanting to buy your own, check out our buddies' sell code, STSPOD at checkout, and help out BT and them over there. They do a great show with all their shows at STS Pod. So STS Pod at checkout for Manscaped, and they will appreciate that. So I was going to do that right after the P3 Radio Tees commercial, but then I
had a brain fart.
But no, man. We talked about it. With the weather and everything. Last week we had some bad weather. This past week, and it just came up out of nowhere. It was Thursday. And I just went and got my daughter from school, and I was talking to my mom, and I was like, hey, this, they're saying we're supposed to get a bad storm coming. It was like beautiful outside.
Yeah.
Not a cloud in the sky. And I'm like driving to go pick up my daughter. I'm like, everything looks perfect. I was like, there's not even a cloud. And I was driving south.
It's a new weatherman we got. He don't know shit. He came from fucking Oklahoma or wherever.
There is a lot of hate on that weatherman.
It is. It's awful.
He came from like North Dakota or something.
I think he was from. I think he was from Oklahoma because he came from Tornado Alley, and he said that on the air before. I think that's what kind of got our station WBBJ to kind of gravitate towards him because we have a lot of shit weather, now with tornadoes and shit like that. So he'd be perfect. He's a little too perfect, I guess, for our station because. Oklahomans, I guess you'd call them like semi-Southerners. You got cowboys and shit out there, but they're not really like Southerners. You know what I mean? They're kind of, sort of, but not really, because the type of Southerners around here in Tennessee are the ones that want to like. Well, goddamn, he said there might be a tornado next week. How the fuck does he even know?
Yeah.
And then if there really isn't one, because they got those prediction softwares that they use now or whatever. And he's like,
So
look,
Torcon 7.
yeah, this is just a situational deal. But these people are taking what he says the week before as gospel, and if it doesn't happen, he's another guessing Gary. He don't know shit. You know,
Right.
He's not getting a lot of slack
No.
at all.
Well, the fact that, like, and that's the other thing, when he was, like, his first week here, they had some bad storms, and he's like, well, up here by Milan, Tennessee, and Paris, and then
That was a fucking joke.
He's just sitting there trying to guess, and then the systems went down.
That was what I was going to get to. Everything in that station went down software-wise. Like, they had a laptop that the chick that was controlling everything
And
had
a phone.
brought. And a phone, and that was it. And he just gave her the reins, like, after all the systems failed and stuff.
Right.
He's like...
Plug it.
Yeah. And you see her, this scared, like, 20-something girl up there, or woman, rather. And she's just, she looks scared as fuck.
Looks like-
And then what was funny about that, you see him behind her running through, like, occasionally, turning switches, fucking with shit, and he looks pissed. He's like, this is a fucking Mickey Mouse bullshit. He had a tough first week. He did.
Yeah. So it's hard to come back from that, though, man. It's hard to come back.
Yeah, because once you kind of piss on the wrong bush, people remember that. Oh, hell, he ain't
He
shit.
know nothing. He don't even know how to say my hometown. Shamingo. He can't say Shamingo. I don't know if Shamingos are
Tishomingo.
Tishomingo. Hell, all proper.
Adding that T in front of it and shit.
So I was driving, going to pick up my daughter, and I was talking to my mom, and I was like, man, it don't look bad at all. And I looked in my rear view, and it looked like hell was coming. like I was like, oh, Jesus.
It's not even like gray, dark clouds.
No.
They're black. They're all black.
All in my rear view. And I'm like, I was just here, and all this was sunny just like 2 seconds ago. So I was like, man, I hope I can just get home before the bottom falls out. So we get home, and it just starts pouring down rain. As soon as we walk in the door and shut the door, it's like, like, there it is.
Yeah.
I'm like, shit, that's pretty high wind too, because you could hear it whistling through like the storm doors and the windows, like
sound like the shit that took Dorothy and Toto to fucking Oz.
Looking at the trees, and I am fucking paranoid about that tree right back there, the big oak. It's like 7 foot like diameter.
I think Mr. Bemis planted it himself. It's so fucking old.
It's just so huge. It's bigger than my house. It's like twice as big as my house.
Which is a fucking feat in itself.
No, I'm just saying it's just huge. And like we have a median like in our middle of our road. One of the largest branches reaches across the median almost to my neighbor's sidewalk. It's like, damn, if this thing ever falls, we're all dead.
Right.
Like that's the thing that's going to kill me right there.
I don't know, man. Your house is so fucking big. You got like so many levels. It would
Just
at
two.
least you would at least get caught up in this first section
would
up
hope.
here, and then y'all'd be good downstairs.
God, I would hope, man. That's a big ass tree. That's heavy.
It's the redwood of oaks.
So we got in, and my wife's looking out the front door, and she, she's like, our trampoline. I was like, what about it? She's like, it's in the neighbor's yard.
Shit.
Did you see it out front, by the way?
I did. I saw
all
the
beat
thing,
up.
and I was going immediately after you posted a picture of it.
Yeah.
Like I caught it maybe a minute after you posted it. I wanted to put, well, hell, Richard Lee, you ought to let me do a couple backflips and finish it off for you.
You can,
but
if you feel froggy,
you had tagged your wife in it, and then your family members started commenting, and I was like, they think I'm an asshole if I say that. Insensitive,
Nah,
because
they don't
everybody was
care.
like, oh, I'm so sorry, Richard. Oh, I hate this happened, and blah, blah, blah. And then my rude ass comes in.
Well, no,
Shit talking.
CJ was like, I don't see a problem. What's wrong with it? Just put some bricks in the middle of it.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. There was one person that was like, just bend it back.
Yeah, I seen that.
I was like, that's not the way metal works.
She's like, well, I work with metal for a living. Now, granted, it's wire meshing, but it's the same concept. No, it's actually not.
No, I was like, well, I actually was trying to be nice. I was
They
like,
heat the metal,
I was
and then
like,
they bend
yes.
it.
I was like, when metal bends, it weakens. And I was like, I don't trust my daughter on it. It's much cheaper just to buy another trampoline
Yeah.
than to go to the hospital for a broken arm. and then buy another trampoline. So let's just cut out the middleman of the broken arm.
Right.
So yeah, it blew out of my back area back there.
It's so big you don't even say yard.
Okay,
my
I'm
back
sorry.
area.
The area that it's in. It blew out of that. It like hit my fence and bent my fence
Almost
post
hit
down.
the gardener's shack where he keeps all his tools. Also lives there.
You better not be stealing them tools.
It is in my home, sir. Oh God.
So
Can I ask you what's step one when you look over there in your neighbor's yard and you see that big motherfucker? You're not just gonna go walk it back across the street. Like,
so my wife sees it. She goes, "Our trampoline." I was like, "What?" And she's like, "It's in the neighbor's yard." It had blew over the fence, knocked the fence post, bent the fence post like that, like at like a what kind of angle would that be?
that'd be a
This would be 90.
That's like a 33.
Yeah, so it was like bent over, and then blew the trampoline 60 yards. It was in her aunt's yard over there.
God Almighty!
If there would have been a car there, it would have smashed into the car.
Right.
But there wasn't. Like whoever was there before.
And your homeowner's insurance would have went through the roof.
Well, probably. But so she goes, "Our trampoline." I was like, "What about it?" She's like, "It's over in the neighbor's yard." I was like, "What?" So I was trying to get my shoes on to run over there. I was like literally like from me to you, like 7-8 feet away from her when she took off after it because she was like, "Let me go grab it," and it was on its top, like it had blown over on its top. And she ran out. Before I could get 2 shoes on, she was already at the thing, and she was trying to hold it, and the wind blew and it drug her down like a little bit. So I went over there and grabbed it with her, and we walked it back to the yard in the rain because we were like, we don't want this doing damage to anybody. And at that point, we were like, we might be able to salvage this a little bit, you know. So we drug it over to our yard, tied it to our porch. And, like
pulled the fucking house.
Put 3 feet off the foundation. No, we tied it to the porch, and as soon as we got the knot in the rope, it stopped raining. It's like, fuck. I wanted to give one of those. Oh, damn it. Hold on.
Shit!
So I got it turned back over, and it was like all the poles are busted up that hold the net. The frame is bent, and people are like, just hammer it out.
Just get you a acetylene torch, heat it back up.
Just hammer it out there. You realize this is a hollow metal frame. You can buy more pieces for it. I'd rather not. It's like
you'd spend in shipping and getting those pieces. It'd be like 3/4 of the cost of a new trampoline.
So apparently, trampoline prices went through the roof too since we bought that one. We bought that one in 2017.
Yeah,
something like that. And last year, pools and trampolines, because nobody could go anywhere, so people were buying pools and trampolines for their home. So like a pool that you could buy from Walmart for like $300 was like $1,000 on eBay.
Yeah,
like people bought them and then tried to resell them, and they were getting their money too because they were the only games in town. Walmart didn't have them because they were more focused on essentials, So
masks and shit.
So the trampolines on eBay were like $500-$600, and I'm like, damn, I don't want to pay that much. So I found one on Walmart, like on Walmart.com, and it was like, hey, there's one at your South location. I was like, sweet. So that day I left and went down there and looked all over for it, couldn't find it. Asked an employee, I was like, what aisle is J23 or I23? And they're like, oh, that back wall. Shit, y'all ain't got any. Like, there's none here. The website's
so that
showing
tells
one.
me they're showing one, but they have none. Somebody walked one of them big sumbitches out of that store without paying for it.
Either that, or I think if they still have layaway, I don't know. I think they still have layaway.
Maybe
But
they might.
If they have layaway, that's why. It's layaway too. It's not layel. That's layaway.
Layaway.
That's layaway.
Layaway.
It's layaway. Yeah, if they still have that.
I know
that's
your
what's
rich
showing
ass
up.
ain't doing no fucking layaway. Well, what is that?
So-
I've heard of it. My grandmother told me about it.
So I don't think anybody's doing it. I don't even know if they have it anymore.
Hell, all the stimulus money's been going around. Everybody's just paying cash.
So I get on, like, I was like, damn, I don't know. Like, that was the only reasonably priced one, and it's bigger than the one we had.
That's awesome.
I was like,
is it rated for more poundage?
I think.
cool. I'll be over here whenever you get it assembled. Dude, I had to help
It's a driving force of me wanting to lose weight.
I had to help a friend like a few years ago. He bought a used trampoline, right?
Oh, Jesus.
And it was disassembled so he could get it in his truck. When I say disassembled, every single fucking part of it was taken apart. And
that's almost worse.
And he's like, man, I need your help, dude. It's just me, and I'm really not good at things like this.
Why is he buying a trampoline if it's just him?
Well, he's talking about it's just me to assemble it.
Oh, okay.
Like,
yeah, it's a 2-person job.
And he said, I'm really not good with shit like this. Do you think you could help me? Sure, man. I get over there expecting where's the book? Well, I don't have one.
There's no book.
Like, yeah, why did you buy this fucking? It's like in 1,000,000 pieces. How are we going to figure this shit out? Well, I mean, I thought you were good at stuff like this. No, not fucking just off the whim. I mean, yeah, if I was designing one, I would design it the way I wanted it. This is bullshit.
Did y'all ever get it back together?
It took like 2 hours to figure that son of a bitch out.
It takes 2 hours to put them together anyways.
But we got it done, and his kid's still jumping on the motherfucker.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we started looking, and I was like, man, I can't find one anywhere. Like, North Walmart was sold out. Lexington, Milan, Humboldt, all those didn't have one. So I started looking south. They had one showing at Selmer. And I was like, that's a long way to drive.
That's a fucking hour drive or
to
at
get
least.
to Selmer.
Yeah.
And I was like, but most of the times you could hit add to cart and buy now.
Yeah.
And that one, you couldn't do that. Savannah had one that you could add to cart and buy now. And I was like, shit, that's the only one I can find. So that's what I did. I added it to the cart, and Friday we went and made the trip out there. It was an hour and 10 minutes to get there.
Hell yeah. But did you not call them before and be like, look, I had the same problem at my local Walmart where it's showing?
If it has an add to cart, you can add it to cart and buy it right there. If they don't have it, they'll call you and be like, hey, we don't have this.
They wouldn't let you drive down there and find that out.
So that, in fact, they tell you don't even come to the store until you get an email saying your order's ready.
Oh, okay.
So what they do is they just pull it from the shelf and put it in an area to be picked up. And they're like, we'll hold it for 4 days right here.
Huh.
I don't know what happens after 4 days. Do they reach?
You lose your money, bitch.
You fucked.
We're selling it again.
Should got here. But so they brought it all the way out to my car and everything. So it's still in my car because it's like I said, it's a 2-person job and it's been raining.
Yeah.
My wife gets off next weekend, so we're gonna try to put it together next weekend.
We still have a book.
Yeah. Yeah,
which is an upside.
It is.
But you'll be working with your wife, which is a downside.
Pull the springs,
damn woman. Can you not listen to instructions?
Pull the springs. I'm trying to pull the springs, damn it.
Should have got another man. You ain't strong enough.
Yeah. Somebody said you don't know how good your relationship is until you try to assemble IKEA furniture together.
Oh, my God. The worst testament to a relationship that I've ever, encountered has been doing yard work with my wife.
Yeah.
Like, that is something that just brings out the demon in me. I'm talking about, you ain't never shoveled mulch before? No, I haven't. Well, damn, you act like it. It just, I'm ornery whenever I start doing yard work because I guess that's how my old man was when I was doing it with him as a kid.
Right.
So, that kind of, the inner Ray J comes out of me whenever I do shit like that. But I try to take a deep breath or 2 or 10, and usually Bud Ice helps. And I calm down. Bless her. My wife's a saint dealing with me with all my bullshit. I just getting that out there.
Oh, I'm not going to disagree.
Oh God, man.
So yeah, that's going to be this week's chore is trying to put together a trampoline.
Well, I have high hopes for you, and just since you have a book, if you need any help, I'll come over here and help you. As long as you let me do the first triple jump moonsault on it.
So the trampoline wasn't the weirdest purchase though I had to buy this week.
You bought a butt plug.
It's got a tail on it. Makes it look like I'm a dog. I can shake it.
I'm a
Look,
kitty cat.
I can shake it. I don't know what's going to happen when I have to poop, but this is fun.
It's like a cork. You just hold it all in there.
No, I sent you and Gobi a message saying, all right, I'm going to steer into this I'm rich skid. I just bought my dog something.
I know what you're talking about. That's
so
glorious.
My dog has been using puppy pads because he's a little dog, and he goes outside to get picked up
Acorn-sized
by a hawk.
turds. So,
He could be
picked up by a hawk.
or something, an owl. Something will snag. Have you ever heard of those stories?
That's
though?
what that
It's
dude.
tragic.
When I went to buy my car a couple days ago.
I had no.
No, there was one chicken roaming in the yard. He looks at my wife, and my wife says something about the chicken, and he said, "Yep, my grandkids used to have 4, but that's the only one. Hawk's got the others."
Yeah, they do it all the time.
I think I've seen a video before of I think it was like an eagle or some shit tried to swoop down and get this little Shih Tzu or whatever kind of puppy it was, and the owner. I don't think this was the particular video, but it was attached to the story I was reading, and it was the owner of the dog had an umbrella,
Yeah.
and it beat the shit out of the fucking eagle, right?
Well, I mean, is that illegal?
Very. They had to pay like I think it was over $10,000 fine or something.
See, and that's the part that I'm.
It was
like,
a bald eagle. It
that's
wasn't like a jabroni eagle.
That's the part where I'm like, that's bullshit. If something's coming after you or your, personal, like if it's putting something that you own in jeopardy,
Yeah.
like a livestock or person, like if the bald eagle was swooping at your kid and you hit it with a tennis racket,
Yeah.
If you went all James E. Cornette on it and just
Motherfucker.
volleyed that shit across the yard, they'd probably be like, "Oh, you killed bald eagle." I'm like, "Yeah, it was trying to go after my kid." That should be when it's like, all right, fuck,
Here's your $50,000 bill.
yeah.
Or a fine, rather.
Yeah.
Yeah. That motherfucker, I mean, and I believe that the eagle died or whatever is why they had to pay the fine.
Yeah.
But, yeah, they for real made that woman pay that. I mean, it
Jeez.
was. But, how many of our vets and has got bald fucking eagle tattoos, that we're Americans, goddammit.
Right.
So you can kind of expect that.
I get it. At one point, our national bird was going to be the turkey, too. You know that, right?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was between the turkey and the eagle.
That's
and they
an
went with the eagle.
asshole of an animal.
Yeah.
I hate turkeys, man.
It would have been a good representation of us as people.
Right? We're America.
Loud,
the turkey
kind of asshole-ish.
We're the turkeys of the world.
But yeah, this news story said Portia, the toy poodle, was miraculously found alive 28 hours after she was snatched by a hawk off of her owner's back deck. The animal lovers was shocked when she got a call more than 28 hours later from Banfield Pet Hospital, who told her that they had Portia safe and sound. He is missing an eye, but he's here.
No, it's probably another dog
Yeah.
or some shit. We need to make this woman happy. They caught it on their doorbell ring or their doorbell camera. That fucking hawk getting that animal. I mean, I don't know, dude. Maybe it was the same dog, but what is the likelihood that the fucking because the hawk probably flew 400 or 500, maybe even higher feet in the air
Yeah.
after it snatched it up.
Yeah.
So how did the dog survive? I mean, did it fall out of the nest
have.
onto a hay bale or some shit?
Like an ant, no matter how far you drop an ant, it's always just fine.
It's good.
Yeah, it's like 3 stories. Yeah, I'm an ant. I'm good. Good with it. I'm here. I'm alive.
I'll go find another clan to join.
What are we doing?
I'm a worker ant.
Stacking dirt in a hill? Yep, I got you. Let me pick up some dirt here.
Oh, look, syrup.
Yeah. But anyways, so we can't let him outside. He's been using a puppy pad. His problem is he'll use the pad, and if he has a lot to pee, he'll pee it.
Well, it's coming from a lot, let me tell you.
It was out the other day. He was flexing it.
Daddy, I'm worried about Doc's pee-pee. That's the greatest
His
shit
wee-wee.
ever. Oh, my God.
Don't worry about the dog's weenie, baby. Just keep watching VeggieTales. I don't know what to tell you. Anyways, so the problem was when he pees a lot.
Looks like them red hot dogs Granny buys.
Except bigger.
Why do grandmas always buy those
don't
shitty hot dogs? Them fucking red-ass hot dogs.
Yeah. Like, why are they so red?
I don't know. That's all my mom will buy. Seriously. It's like, what the fuck? And my son, he will only eat
It's
them
like-
over there.
That's how you can tell that they're getting to a certain age is like when they buy those and when they buy those
I bought them
orange,
good red hot dogs.
those orange and black candies at Halloween. It's like those peanut butter that's not
That
peanut butter
stick
flavored.
to your teeth and your roof of your mouth.
Hey, you want to lose some fillings?
Now, don't eat more than 2 of them at a time. You'll get choked to death. But I have a drink. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, drink. It'll just slosh right off. These are pure wax. It's like you can tell when they start buying those butterscotch candies and candy corn, and they're like, "Those are good right there. You gotta have some of that candy corn."
I absolutely hate candy corn.
It's not bad with peanuts. It tastes like a payday. Or what is it called? Baby
I'll
Ruth.
just buy Payday if I
Tastes
want
like
to
a
taste
Baby
Payday.
Ruth. It's like candy corn is absolutely the liquor of candy because it's like you can only mix stuff with it. You can't just eat it straight.
Yeah.
You gotta mix some nuts with it or throw in some frosting on that.
I'm going to dip these in chocolate.
Yeah. So anyways, his problem is when he pees on the puppy pad a lot, he'll step in it. And then he tracks it through the house and you're like, shit, stop. And then you have to wipe his paw and mop and you're like, fuck. So I started looking up for options. Like maybe something we could leave outside and just when he had to go
Ain't
pee.
there a guy that can just walk behind his ass and clean up?
No.
The butler's getting tired of it.
So I was like, they make these boxes that have fake grass on them, and they have like a grid inside of them that drains, and the dog can go up to it and pee, and it soaks through that grass into a box, and then you just dump the box every so often. And I was like, I can't imagine that wouldn't smell. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
that fake grass, even if it does have a drain in it, you'd have to replace it. I was like, I don't know about that. I stumbled on this thing, Josh, called a dog toilet. A dog toilet. And I'll show you, I showed it to you earlier, but let me pull up a video real quick to show you what it looks like and what it does. But basically what it is,
Dog toilet training. I've just seen dog toilet paper pull up.
all right, so this is it right here. It's
A
called
woo
the
pad.
It's called the Smart Dog Potty, and what it is it's right there. It's a raised platform about 2 inches off the ground, and it has a grate over the top, a plastic grate that is that drains. You have a drain there, and the dog does his business. He pees on it, and then after it's totally cleanable, you can pick the grate up, and you see how it back falls
That
into
dog
one area.
pissed blue. That water's blue.
And see how the water's going away?
Huh.
So it has a water pump in it that pumps the pee into that container. And then you just flush it out like with some regular water.
How often do you do that? Every time he pisses?
If he pees a lot, then yeah, but I mean, it drains pretty good. And see, it drained it, and then you can empty the pot out. Now, they do something really disgusting here that I just got to point out.
Drink it?
No. It's dog urine. It's sterile. It's good for you. Clears up acne.
Cures COVID.
If it did, would people actually do it?
Oh, there'd be dog pissing stands
I'd
everywhere.
be like, this would be where you
I'll
and
just
me,
get it.
This would be where we'd be like, both of us would be like, I would probably join you and be like, I ain't getting vaccinated. I am not drinking anything dog urine related. But no, look what they do here. They take it and they pour it in the sink.
They're just being wild with it, too. They're just splashing around.
Like, hey, I've never been able to harvest dog piss like this. You know what I mean?
Harvesting dog piss.
I've never harvested dog piss.
It looks like a tea maker
It
receptacle.
does. But I've never harvested dog piss. But at the same time, if I did, I wouldn't be pouring it down my kitchen sink like this.
Not all carelessly like that.
Look at that. That's just gross. It's like that's where you put your dishes, man.
Right.
But yeah, this is the pump.
Good God, that's a complex thing inside of
You
there.
don't have this all comes together. You just pop it in. But yeah, the reviews are mixed.
That dog that they're showing don't want to piss in it. She's hunkering it down. All right, now you sit down to pee. I don't want to sit down to pee.
They do not like it. I can tell you that right off the bat. It is harder to get them to actually go on there. And giving them a treat is another thing that Like, we're still in the process of training my dog to use it. Like, we've put puppy pads on it, and my hope is he'll go up there and use the puppy pad a couple times, which a couple times he has not. He's just like, fuck it, I'm going to piss right here on the floor.
I'm pissing right here.
I'll piss right beside it. I'm going to get my
and
2
you slang
feet.
that dick up there and just use it that way. Like a fire hose. Just fucking reeling it out.
But no, so hopefully pretty soon we'll have dog urine that we can just throw on people.
Richard is looking nervously around. We just heard a gale force wind outside. It's really dark still.
Yeah.
It's like 11:30.
It's like, was that a cracking noise?
Did you hear my house crack?
Is that tree cracking?
Oh, shit.
Oh, man. But yeah, so we're still training him on how to use it. Hopefully he'll get it in the next week. And then we won't
If
have
not,
to
we're sending this bitch back.
I don't think you can send it back.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be in the returns department.
But I mean,
this one guy, he's all sad because he deals with pissy shit all day.
Yeah. Sending it to Dirt Cheap or Bargain Hunt.
Unclean.
That's the one thing, like personal things like that, I will not buy at like a Bargain Hunt or a Dirt Cheap or something like that, because I'm like, there's no way they're cleaning these things.
Yeah.
Like there was one time I saw that they had a Manscaped at Dirt Cheap. And I'm like, there's
boy.
no way I'm buying. Like, there's no way.
Come on, it's open box. It'd be like 3 times cheaper.
Does it come with free crabs? No, I'm good.
Nope.
Just hit them with the shampoo. No, I'm good. Thank you, though. But
hell no.
But man, we got time for one of these stories if you want to.
Yeah, you can pull it up. Just pick any one of them. It doesn't matter. Let's do that. Let's do this one here.
You've got a mouse now. You complained for weeks about not having a mouse, and then I brought a mouse up here, and you're still.
It's glowing all different colors. It's scaring me.
What was it? So what's the story, Josh?
This, because I'm a VHS guy.
Uh-huh.
I love VHS tapes and Blockbuster and remembering shit like that. I love it. And I cannot imagine if this shit would have happened to me. I mean, I wouldn't have took it seriously. I mean, Blockbuster started wanting to charge me for the last DVDs that I ever rented from them. I think it was around 8 different DVDs.
Do you still owe Blockbuster?
Maybe.
Have you seen that documentary on Netflix called The Last Blockbuster?
I've watched
it's like
videos.
In Oregon.
Well, yeah, the one that I watched, I think it was either Alaska. It was like the final 2 Blockbusters.
Yeah,
or
well,
something.
this one's in Oregon because the Alaskan one closed down.
Right. So I think that one in Oregon.
They're still open.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought they were bankrupt.
No.
But either way, the last time that I rented from Blockbuster, I rented about 8 different DVDs, and I just kept them.
Yeah,
you know what I
because
mean?
you knew they were going out of business.
Well, it was a couple years before.
Damn.
But I just kept them, and I was like maybe for 3-4 months, something like that. And
I never could do that. Like, I always felt like, I need to take these back.
Well, I eventually got to feeling that way after they sent me the bill. They sent me a bill in the mail telling me I owed, it was almost $200.
Dang, what did you have?
It was just different shit. I mean, like
Showgirls.
No, it was
striptease.
The one that I do remember specifically.
Ernest Goes to Camp.
Was Metallica, Some Kind of Monster.
Yeah.
And then there, like I said, probably some horror movies and just dumb shit. But I got the bill, and then I eventually just took them back and put them in the night box.
Do we look anybody in the eye?
That, and I was determined.
You were hoping maybe they'd be like, well, no, we found them in the night box.
If I give them back and I don't pay for it, and they try to still make me pay for it, I can say, I gave that shit back. I can prove it. You know what I mean?
I don't have them here.
Yeah,
like,
so
how could you prove it?
I'm not paying for it.
How could you prove that
They
you gave
caught
them
me
back?
on camera with the night box. I went up there. I'd tell them the day, and I was just bound to determine I wasn't paying that money.
Right.
So this lady, however, the headline goes, woman magically conjures up felony charge for not returning a Sabrina VHS 21 years ago.
Wait, you, hold on. Let's not, so what happened? Did you have to pay for it?
No.
Did you rent videos on your mom's account after that?
I just never rented anything.
Having to put on a wig. Hi, I'm Frida.
I'm Mrs. Briley. How you doing?
Here's my Blockbuster card. Let me rent this. Ernest Goes to Jail.
That's my favorite Ernest. It is.
So did you just not rent videos anymore?
I didn't.
Wow.
The next time I went into Blockbuster after that,
You afraid looking around? These motherfuckers gonna know.
they're gonna know me.
They got a picture of me up somewhere, I'm sure.
No, the next time I went into the Blockbuster, they were going out of business selling everything.
Oh,
So you didn't have to get a membership card to buy it. So I just went in there and bought a bunch of shit.
While you're here, you jackass, you want to give us the $200 you owe us? Maybe we can stay open for a few more weeks.
No, yeah, that was the next time though, man. I bought a shit.
Nothing ever
load of
happened
DVDs.
though. They never said okay.
Well, no, but I mean, just like the magical other bill that I talked about I got last year from talking about shit on this show.
Yeah.
I bet they'll send me one now.
Blockbuster Incorporated. It's Dish Network, I think, that owns it now.
Yeah.
Blockbuster. They were going to do like a Blockbuster streaming service, but that fell through. They had so much head start on everybody else.
They really did. And the Blockbuster boxes, just like the Red boxes,
Yeah.
there were several of those here in town. Yeah. And, I mean, I guess, I don't know, man, the streaming thing just...
Well, it's that, and Blockbuster's documentary said not only did the streaming hurt them, though, it was the fact that Blockbuster was this company that had massive debt and everything still behind it.
Yeah.
So it's like you can still say, hey, the name's good, but you're trying to do like start up doing like streaming and start up doing like Redbox type things, and it's like you can't do that because there's all this debt you have from your corporations that you're in right now.
Right.
So it's like you have an existing corporation where you didn't just start up as like a streaming service or start up by mail-in delivery and everything. You started up like after you already had a business, and that business was losing money. So, yeah.
Makes sense.
It does. But so she gets a felony charge for not returning the VHS?
Woman magically conjures up felony charge by not returning a Sabrina the Teenage Witch VHS 21 years ago.
Who was it couldn't have been Blockbuster, right?
I know. I think it was a local deal.
Oh.
The article reads, the satanic panic of the 1990s was most certainly concerned with the...
was mostly concerned with the malign
influence of cuddly witches and wizards on the minds of impressionable youth. While Harry Potter's evil legacy did ultimately manifest in the demonic corruption.
These people got a thesaurus for Christmas, and they're trying to use it. Let's put as many difficult words here for this guy to say on his
Look,
podcast.
I've got a few letters after my name, like MDSTHQ, so I'm going to use all these fucking words. But anyways, the demonic corruption of his very creator's mind. Sabrina the Teenage Witch seems to have had little nefarious effect until now. Decades after first working a convoluted spell through her 90s TV show, Sabrina's dark acts have finally come to fruition.
Arts.
Have finally come to fruition.
The word you fuck up is arts. Sabrina's dark arts have finally come to fruition.
Dark acts, dark arts, whatever. Same shit. Have come to fruition in the case of a woman who's been charged with felony embezzlement charges because she hasn't returned a Sabrina VHS that she rented 21 years ago.
Shit!
Fox 25 reported on this chilling story, which began when Karen, but it's with a C. She's a Karen. Quit being a Karen. But I hate that shit, by the way. Yeah. I absolutely hate that.
My daughter's all over it.
Oh.
Anytime somebody says the name Karen, she's like, she's being a Karen. And anytime somebody has one of those haircuts where it's short in the back and goes longer in the front, she goes, oh, she's got the Karen haircut.
I don't agree with that.
You don't agree with the Karen haircut?
Well, you're labeling all these white women that look a certain way as one part. You know what I mean? Like one thing.
It's just because most of them look that way.
Okay, but she's being a Maria, being all Latin-y and being all fucking
this is Josh Briley's opinion.
No, would that work? Would that work? I'm just asking you. If you labeled
kids a trip to Smuggler's Notch.
If you labeled all Mexican women that looked a certain way and acted a certain way.
House. Hold up.
I'm asking you a question.
Yeah.
If you did that, you labeled all Mexican or Latina women that looked a certain way and acted a certain way, the same name, and called it, oh, she's being a fucking Maria, would that work?
Whoa! Whoa!
No, it would not.
Why does it work in this case?
God
damn it, baby, no, I ain't lying to you. I'm only gonna tell you one time.
I don't know.
I rest my case.
Okay.
Karen McBride discovered the charge. The charge while trying to update her driver's license in Texas. So she didn't know shit.
Yeah.
About
She was
this.
going to get her real ID, and they were like, nah.
No, actually, you're wanted in Texas, or you're wanted in Georgia, rather. McBride told her that she had an...
You have great tits. They're really beautiful. I like nice tits.
So please update my license. But McBride told her that she had an issue in Oklahoma, where she previously lived, that had to be resolved before she could make the update. When she called a phone number given to her, she reached the Cleveland County District Attorney's Office and was told she was facing embezzlement charges over a Sabrina the Teenage Witch tape that she rented from a now defunct store called Movie Palace, or Movie Place.
See,
so it's like the company probably filed bankruptcy or whatever, and they were definitely not paying anything that they owed, and they're trying to get as much money back as they could. Movie Place in Norman, Oklahoma, back in 1999. Whew, that's partying like it's 1999.
Yeah.
I ain't taking this shit back. I love Sabrina.
I didn't know they had a movie. I thought it was all a TV show.
No, it was probably one of those, back in the day before DVDs were
They'd
popular.
have the best of.
Well, they'd have like maybe one or two shows, like 2 or 3 different shows.
Yeah.
The best of or
Yeah.
whatever. And then, like that.
You'll love this shit. Sabrina turns this man into a house cat.
So
it's wonderful.
Here's Karen's story. I had lived with a young man. This was over 20 years ago, mind you. McBride said, and he had 2 kids that she's obviously not a good woman. She his kids were 8, 10, and 11.
That's
They
not
ain't
2
mine.
kids.
Yeah, he had 2 kids that were 8, 10, or 11 years old.
Okay.
She don't even know how old they were.
He had 2 kids, 8, 10, 11.
I didn't pay much
some
attention
shit.
to them.
They were always around
Always
somewhere.
in my fucking way watching the TV when I wanted to be watching it. And I'm thinking he went and got it and didn't take it back or something. I had never watched that show in my entire life. Just not my cup of tea. Well, you're not a child, so... But either way, the news story also mentions that McBride was charged with felony embezzlement of rented property in March of 2000. They didn't take long at all.
No.
I'm talking about this movie place.
It's been
was
3 months.
Serious.
It's been 3 months.
Well, that bitch needs to go to jail. Fuck her.
Killing our business.
I had at least 3 different people come in here asking for that Sabrina tape, and I couldn't rent it to them. Fucking up my business. $9 I could have had that I ain't gonna ever have. Though it doesn't mention that charge again. Regardless, last Wednesday, the Cleveland County DAs apparently reviewed the case against McBride and have decided to dismiss it.
Yeah, that's...
Thank God. They're like, man, these jack-offs trying to fucking be greedy. I mean, maybe she did rent it and truly forgot. Maybe it was her. Maybe she rented it for the kids. Hell, she didn't even know how old one of them was. So
here's the Sabrina tape. I'm gonna blow your old man.
But she will still need to get the case expunged in order to clear her in order to clear her record moving forward. So she's still got to deal with the bullshit attached to
And when I do, I feel awful. It's just like I've committed a crime or something.
potentially a felon. Like,
Right.
how has that not showed up on, like, has she got the same job still?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do stuff kids or something. I don't know. They're old.
Like, this would pull up in a background check.
Yeah, you would think
because
so.
she couldn't get her license renewed.
Right.
How has she got?
How has she not had her license renewed in 20 years?
Yeah, that's not making very
Some
much
of this
sense to me.
Did she just let it lapse? Like, I ain't gonna be driving anywhere. What am I gonna do? Drive somewhere? Fuck it. No, I'm just gonna stay here.
I mean, I done paid for it once. Why I gotta pay for it
Yeah.
again?
No, I'm just gonna drive it legally.
I look the same. No, you don't. Your hair's gray now. But either way, clearly we were wrong to scoff at the infernal power of the 90s pop culture witches. They may not reveal their powers all at once, but the evil of their deceptively wholesome TV shows will always find its way into viewers' lives eventually. Why did they have to say all that at the end? They had.
This is why I don't read Yahoo anymore.
They had to fucking
News.
get some big words in there again. Fucking oh my
And then
God.
at the bottom, how is that a news story where they said clearly we were wrong to scoff? Like, who cares if you were scoffing? Why don't you just say, hey, a woman almost got arrested over this, but instead they have to put their spin on it and tell their story in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is why I don't like news in general. I'd rather just somebody go, hey, a man was almost arrested for for not returning a 20-year-old video. And he wasn't.
But odds are that wouldn't draw very many views. You got to incorporate the satanic panic of the 90s and the Sabrina thing and exploit that big time. And, you know, I guess it wouldn't have been a very long story if you just said it that way.
I guess. Slow news day, maybe?
I guess so. I seen you reaching for it. I was like, well, he's fixing to hit it.
Yeah.
I think he's fixing to hit it.
Yeah, and everybody got
Damn,
quiet.
that's long. He ain't hit it yet. But
go ahead. Do your shit.
Do my shit.
Do your
shit. If you're on social media and you want to reach out to us and you want to reach out and touch someone, don't touch me, wife will kick your ass. But we are on Twitter. We are at P3 Radio, the number 1. On Facebook, put in a search bar Poncho, Poncho, and you'll see our photo. And if you want to get with us the old school way, send us a text, leave us a voicemail. Our number is 731-300-6675.
Well, that's going to do it for us. For Josh Brawley, this is Rich Mulligan saying thanks for listening. Good night.